Good afternoon, everyone. This is Christy from Van On Company. It's Friday, June 23rd. I'm going to go over the markets with you here for the day on the week. So a lot of weakness here around this corn and soybean market. It started off early in the week, coming off commitment of traders noting that managed money bought 120,000 contracts of corn. That really took a lot of wind out of the bull's sail, and really then you've been on about a week, 2 weeks forecast that has really been favorable. It has not had any heat. There's been plenty of moisture, and now it looks like all the way out to the 8 to 14 day forecast, there's still no real heat around. And so because of that, you really have seen these markets start to dip back down, getting towards the bottom of the range for beans, really breaking that bottom of the range of the corn. It'll be interesting to see what managed money has decided to do from last Tuesday to Tuesday after buying so aggressively here. So corn on the week down 26.25 cents, soybean market down 34.5 cents on the week. So a lot of pressure. Different story for the wheat market. So Minneapolis wheat, the one that's really been able to be supported off the news that really the crop is just not that great, especially into the Dakotas. Starting to hear stories of some big problems out there, and continue to find some support here into Minneapolis wheat. And with that, it's really limiting the other wheat's ability to really fall off. So Chicago and Kansas City just slightly lower on the week, down 5 to 9 cents, but you did have Minneapolis wheat up 17.25 as it continues to extend and look to make that third price count here. People will be watching to see this weather forecast to see if any heat comes in it. And then next week, end of next week, we have a big report here on June 30th, final planting numbers and then quarterly stocks. So two big numbers that are going to come out of this report and should offer some details to really push the market in one way or another. Meat markets here, a little bit of a weaker tone for cattle markets, so they did find some support later on in the week as you start to hear the U.S. kind of banning meat from Brazil. And then Canada came out here, said they rejected 6 out of 191 shipments from Brazil as far as their beef goes, which isn't a big number, but still nonetheless acknowledgement that they had to reject some shipments. And so you did find some support later on into the week that maybe some demand might show up back again here, and we're going to need it. Cattle on feed came in slightly bearish this afternoon, but that was after the close. So on the week, live cattle down 250, feeders down 292.5, but lean hogs found support up 297.5 as export demand really remains strong. Another market to acknowledge would be crude oil, almost down $2 on the week as it's really towards that low 40s a barrel. So that's really getting down there as well. But like we said, Sunday night, we'll see that forecast, and that'll probably be the driving force to see how this market trades here Monday morning. I do have to close with a disclaimer. Trading in futures and options involves risk loss and may not be suitable for all producers. Have a great weekend.